It is an honor for me to work with Assemblyman Mike Führer on this bill, a public safety bill that certainly indicates a need for us to provide more resources for a common problem in many of the areas throughout this state. All of us love the police officers, and we often, when we have something that they do in terms of protecting our neighborhoods, compliment them, but they are not Superman. And the last time I checked in America and in California, it's still a part of America, we have to pay for things that we want. But also, I think, as policymakers, it is important for us to focus on policy issues being discussed in the body. The focus and the need for focus on this issue is that this is, in fact, not a tax. This bill is simply an authorization to local government and counties that if they so choose, that they can then put up for the public's decision an opportunity for resources for those men and women we love who protect us, law enforcement, to be able to do the necessary job. It is certainly a direct benefit in every municipality in this state that we don't have a proliferation of car thefts, that we are not in an environment where, in fact, there has not been the adequate supervision for car thefts. Can it be done for free? Can it be done in municipalities where there are dwindling budgets and the lack of resources to handle this problem? No, this problem isn't murder, but for those of us who claim that the police officers that protect our neighborhoods are important and significant, and equally that the work that they do is essential to our communities, certainly can't be standing up to prevent them from giving the authority to their local governments to put on the ballot for their own choices, to have their constituents decide that they would like to have additional resources and contribute those resources to their local law enforcement agencies. In summary, ladies and gentlemen, there is a need for us to focus on what legislation is really doing. This legislation is not, by any stretch of the imagination, taxing. It is providing an authorization, and that is key, and that is critical. So the failure to be able to appropriately analyze these bills is certainly a detriment to our constituents. It is a benefit to them to have this authority, should they so choose, to be able to decide that they want to contribute additional resources. And finally, let's hope that none of us are in a position that our cars get stolen before we think that it is important for our local jurisdictions to have the authority. I urge and I vote.